Part of your job as chief of staff is to take a look at the organization as a whole and say, where do decision making rights live? Who is making calls on what? Many, many times things get bottlenecked with the CEO and everything has to be run through them. Oh, we have to talk to the CEO first. Oh, let's pause. Let's wait to hear back. Let's make sure it's okay before we move forward. Delay, delay, delay. Then all sorts of subsequent problems happen. One of your cool jobs as chief of staff is going, okay, where do these decision rights live and where should they live? It's like, look, 3 months ago, this is where that decision should have lived. It was spot on. We did a reorg. Now we have roles shifting around. So people are just naturally closer to this information. Or, hey, we've had leaders who have grown in their capability. And maybe before they weren't quite ready to make that call, but now they are. So all these different factors come into play. And your job is to dynamically and continually and keep up with the evolution of, okay, now we can move this over here. Now it makes sense to move this to this person over here. So many of the times it's CEO has a whole bunch of decisions. Those should be distributed to the LT, to the leadership team. And it's going, okay, among the decisions the CEO has, which ones belong there? Because a lot of them do belong there. And a lot of them is like, nope, we need the final call to come from the CEO. And that's just how it is on this particular decision. Many, many decisions can live with the LT and don't ever have to hit the CEO's desk. That is a magical time. That is a magical thing where you're like, our LT is perfectly capable to make this call. And certain individuals might be equipped to make that call. And it doesn't even have to use time and energy and mental capacity and bandwidth from the CEO. It lives with the LT. And sometimes these take conversations and sometimes they take a brief transition period where it's like, hey, CEO, you used to make this call. We're going to move this to the COO with counsel from the entire LT. And maybe the first one or two times it's a COO takes point on that decision, gathers input from the LT, makes a recommendation saying, here's the recommendation. We're going to move forward with this by next Friday, barring any major objections. CEO either says good to go or says nothing, and therefore the decision and action steps proceed. You do that once or twice. And then if there's like actually, I would make sure you're thinking about this, this, and this too. COO goes, oh, okay, that's good to know. So COO, then the next time they take point on that decision, gather input from the LT, and then makes the recommendation back up to the CEO with the feedback incorporated from the last time the CEO said, think of this, this, and this. CEO goes, yep, you're good to go. They do that cycle one more time. CEO says, yep, you're good to go. And now the COO and the LT have that decision. And it doesn't even hit the CEO's desk anymore. I've seen this happen and it can be very effective.